My name is Ashley, and my role at Google is CE Enablement Lead for SecOps Sales. All that means is I help set up training for customer engineers that support our products. Grew up with a computer, love the internet. I have one of the earliest AOL screen names in history, and I'm very proud of that. My dad's an engineer, and I think there was always an interest in tech, but when I got out of high school, there wasn't a clear path to get there. It wasn't a linear path at all. So I was kind of a knucklehead growing up. I gave up in 10th grade and I just didn't care for a long time. And I was getting in trouble a lot. And I pretty much told myself if I don't join the military and get out of here, I will probably not be here in about 2 to 3 years if I continue down this path. So I joined the Army right out of high school, graduated in June, and 4 days later, I was at boot camp at Fort Jackson, South Carolina as a trumpet player, believe it or not. I come back and had to get a job and was not even tracking on tech jobs or anything like that. So I was pulling in carts for a big hardware store, selling video games, retail, box slinger for a freight company. All of that stuff has happened before I even figured out the tech was an option. The military was kind enough to retrain me in IT. And that's kind of how I actually got the official first wave of schooling to be able to actually say, hey, I have the skills to at least be a PC technician. I went back to community college and I actually did find a cybersecurity associate's degree program, worked on some certifications. I went to my first DEF CON, which is a big hacking conference, and that kind of set off the light bulb, I think, to actually get that clarity on what the path could look like. I landed my first security analyst job back in 2017. And I went to a veterans training program at my last company that was free for vets. And I ended up getting hired out of the training. And I was with that company for almost 5 years before I came to Google. So if you're new and you're just coming in, you have to know how to work with a team. I think a lot of us learn that in customer service settings. Some of the skills I learned working in retail, dealing with hard customers, learning how to even talk to people or diffuse a situation if people are upset about things, just learning how to talk to people. And in IT, we need that. It's no longer just the tech skills. We need the more T-shaped, which, there's soft skills, there's people skills, and there's technical skills. You have to have good analysis skills. And again, it doesn't even have to be technical analysis. If you can read a book and pick apart, the rhetorical devices of that story, you can do analysis work. I didn't have to be a software engineer to work in this field. For many of us, there's like a math fear. Programming's a big hurdle, but we work with people. We work with processes, and you don't necessarily need to have that coding knowledge to understand people or processes. There's so many ways to break in, so do not get discouraged and don't be scared to think outside of the box to get your foot in the door.